Hi, second grade. We are going to be starting a new story today. This story is called 4 Feet, 2 Sandals. It's written by Karen Lynn Williams and Kadra Muhammad, illustrated by Doug Cheka. We are going to be working with this story all week, but for today, we're just going to enjoy the first half of the story, and then we're going to take a quick check for understanding quiz at the end to make sure that we understood what we read. So before we jump into the story, I wanted to go over a couple vocabulary words that are going to come up in the text that we're reading today. The first word is refugee. A refugee is a person who runs away from their country because of violence, war, or persecution. The other term is a refugee camp, which is a temporary place for refugees to live where they can be protected and receive help. And then the last term is relief workers. Relief workers are people who work to provide help to people in need, especially in disaster areas. So all of these terms are going to come up in what we read today, so make sure that you're paying attention for them in the text. The other thing that I wanted to share with you before we jump into the text today is where in the world this story is taking place. So in the story, our main characters are going to be refugees from the country Afghanistan, which is right here on the map. And they have left their country because of a war to go to a refugee camp in Pakistan, which is this orange country that's right next to it. So I wanted you to have that in mind as you're reading the story, where the countries that the story takes place exist in the world. So as I am reading today, I want you to make sure that you're following along with the text and really paying attention to what happens so that you can do your very best on the Check for Understanding quiz at the end. Lena raced barefoot to the camp entrance where relief workers threw used clothing off the back of a truck. Everyone pushed and fought for the best clothes. Lena squatted and reached, grabbing what she could. The crowd began to leave. In the dust at Lena's feet lay a brand new sandal. It was yellow with a blue flower in the middle, and when she slipped it on her foot, it fit perfectly. Lena was 10, but she had not worn shoes for 2 years. She looked around for the matching sandal. A girl stood nearby. She was thinner and darker than Lena, and she wore a blue and yellow sandal. As-salam alaikum, Lena greeted her. Peace be with you. The girl only stared. She was dressed in a shalwar kameez. Her feet were cracked and swollen, as Lena's had been when she first arrived in camp. Suddenly, the girl turned, taking the matching sandal with her. In the morning, Lena went to do the washing, wearing one beautiful sandal. She picked her way to the stream, careful to keep her sandal out of the filth. Her old shoes had been ruined on the many miles of walking from Afghanistan to Peshawar, the refugee camp in Pakistan. She had carried her brother, Najib, no bigger than a water jug then, but just as heavy. When she looked up from her scrubbing, the girl from yesterday was standing over her. She wore one sandal that she bent over and removed. Grandma says it's stupid to wear only one. She placed the sandal at Lena's feet. Then she turned and walked away. Wait, Lena grabbed both sandals and followed her. I am Lena. The girl turned slowly. I am Feroza. Lena held the sandals out. We can share. What good is one sandal for 2 feet? Feroza frowned. You wear them both today, and I will wear them both tomorrow, Lena said. 4 feet, 2 sandals. Feroza smiled too. She took the sandals and put them on. Tomorrow, they will be yours. The two girls greeted each other as they carried their jugs for water the next day. Lena put the sandals on, and they waited together in the long line. So we're going to pause the story right there for today. Now I need you to go back to your assignment, and you're going to find a Google Forms quiz. Make sure you fill out the Google Forms quiz correctly, as this is your assignment for today. And if you don't know one of the answers, make sure you go back and re-listen to the story to make sure that you are going back in the text.